Hey guys, Wolvie here with a special presentation for the City of Final Fantasy Opera Omnia Global for the 4th of July 2020. This is quote-unquote Independence Day, but that's another video for another day for the holiday here in the US. So this is going to be the July quick tip character spotlight section for this video. I do have a male character picked out, and I did have to think this over the last couple of days, so I do want to keep in mind here with this type of video or anything that requires a heavily opinionated aspect to it. It is my opinion only. I will be leaving the link to the Dissidia database website in the description below, so that way you guys get to see what's going on here. So, with that out of the way, I'm going to do a bit of a pause here, kind of early, so that way I can set up, the meat of the video, and that way, once I come back, it will be the character in question. So, with that, I will be back. I am back, and this is the spotlight / quick tips. This is none other than Snow Villiers from the Final Fantasy 13 trilogy. As you can see here, this is the Lightning Returns costume. I did buy it, but with that bit out of the way, I do, like I said, this is my opinion only. We can go over Snow's bio here. Known for his massive physique and rugged appearance, he is the leader of the anti-sanctum resistance group NORA, which stands for No Obligations, Rules, or Authority. He is determined to save his fiancée Sarah from a tragic fate as a lessee, and will do anything it takes to be reunited. His optimistic nature sometimes causes friction within the group, but it's also what keeps them together. Good stuff as always. So with that bit out of the way, we're going to go into his kits right here so far on Global. I do want to warn everybody for a bit of a spoiler. He does have an 80/80 awakening. So for part of the meat of the video, I'm probably going to go over what I think they could do for a second rework. So that way people could understand, hopefully, what direction they could take, so to speak. So we have here Steel Guard Skill 1, Frost Strike Skill 2. His additional ability, which is the skill 4, quote-unquote, is all HP region attack up. Then you have here the EX ability, Sovereign Fist, or however you want to put it. So with Steel Guard, which is his skill 1, it increases bravery based on the initial. So it gives him a unique buff called Steel Guard. And basically, it's kind of like the lock mechanic, which is similar to the skill 1 from Zack, or the skill 2 from Warrior Light, or even the skill 2 from Celeste. And I think it's a skill 2 from Galeth as well. And those things all have some type of mechanic where one of their skills does have a way to have the lock onto them from their enemies. But this is not the rework he was given, so keep that in mind. Now you have here a Frost Strike, and this one here has a melee brave attack and HP attack, which is of the ice element. He is a bit of an elemental specialist. So this is it right here. And again, this is not the rework, so keep that in mind. Then you have your Sovereign Fist, which is this stuff right here. He does do this a second time if you have his EX not only realized but also add 3 out of 3. So with that bit out of the way, how is he best set up? Well, he's one of those characters, like, if you have him on as a tank, he actually works with varying units, believe it or not, and units who rely on a tank so that they can deal the most amount of damage. So perhaps the best way is, use skill 1 and then everything else just go to town. Just gotta keep an eye on your health as well as your bravery, all that jazz. And believe it or not, with his rework, he does have ways to heal the party. So that's that on that. So perhaps, again, skill 1, keep an eye on the duration, that sort of thing. And then you can go to town. Now, here's the thing. Like I said, he does have an 80/80 awakening on JP. So if they were to do a second rework on him, what could they do? Now, I would say here for Steel Guard is skill 1, because with the first rework, he does have an HP attack tied to it as well. I would probably say maybe they could do one of 3 things, and the third thing is a combination. So one thing here would be to maybe give him more uses of Steel Guard, especially if the fights require, but have a duration of a triple-digit number turn limit. So this could be an excellent thing right there. So that's one possibility. A second possibility would be for the duration of the buffs from Steel Guard have it last longer to keep up with Gallop or whatever. Or the third option, a combination of both. More uses and a longer duration. But and by the duration, maybe a few more turns, so that way you're not relying on it too much. Now with Frost Strike, I think for skill 2, for the second rework, I'm thinking maybe they could give it a bit of the Maria treatment in a sense. And here's where I'm going to go with this. I'm going to go off tangent, but it's kind of necessary for the video. So for Maria's skill 2, which is Arrow Rain, she actually heals the party's HP damage. From my understanding on the matter for Frost Strike, I think this is HP heal to himself. However, with a second rework on this, I could probably see them doing some type of splash HP heal. Meaning that he gets all the HP heal that it's intended, but the other party members get a fraction of it. I could see something like that. Who really knows? And a few more uses wouldn't hurt. But you never know. Now, I don't see anything really for Sovereign Fist or the additional ability. All HP reach and attack up, so I don't see any changes being needed for this, because it's pretty damn good for what it does. So, like I said, this is not going to be a long video at all, but you never know. But I do want to announce a couple of things here and there, meaning that the August character spotlight will be Tara Branford. September is going to be Zach Fair, and that is tentative unless I've already done him. Otherwise, I will be thinking of another male character if need be. October, I am in a bit of a debate on that one. Sarah Farron being one of those two, but I could be changing this up a bit. We'll see. November is going to be a male character to be determined and announced. December is another to be determined / announced, and it's going to be a female character. So for the remainder of the year, it's going to be, like I said, so now, with July, September, and November, it's going to be a male character. August, October, and December would be a female character. So, that bit out of the way. Like I said, to do a quick recap on Snow Villiers, the best way to set him up, in my personal opinion, is just to set up skill 1, make sure everybody's targeting him, but you do want to be careful here because of enemies who don't like to be taunted by a tank. And with that being said, he does work with a unit who relies on a tank, meaning that Lion for Final Fantasy XI, she would love him. And then you do want to keep in mind of the duration of the buff from skill 1. Make sure, it's okay, you gotta set up appropriately. Skill 2, I mean, it's a bit of a, I do feel that, with even, I believe this is a single target, but I do feel that if there is a secondary rework, I do feel that there should be some format of, HP heal to the party, not just himself. And I don't see any changes needed for Sovereign Fist or the additional ability all HP region attack up. Now, like I said, I do feel that he does have a pretty decent case for getting the LDM burst because he is the true rival of Lightning, in my personal opinion. And this is based on the Final Fantasy XIII trilogy events itself. You know, where if you look at their backstories prior to the start of the first game, they are already on opposite sides, meaning that she's part of the Lightning's part of the government faction. Then you have Snow here being part of the opposition, aka the resistance, but his actions with Sarah, you know, kind of caused him to turn into a completely different person. And in Lightning Returns, it's a bit of a spoiler. Lightning stabs him out of it, so that's that on that. So I am going to be doing a little bit of research here. So the next month's video will be Tara Branford, and for September it is a tentative to be Zack, but that could change. October will be a female, November male, December female. So with that out of the way, Wolvie here signing off. I will catch you all on the flip side. Oh, and before I do properly sign off, one last note, I will not be posting this until tomorrow, the 5th of July. I'm just playing it safe with the signal here, so that's that out of the way. But now I will catch you all on the flip side for real.